the most heroic and patriotic thing Donald Trump could have done his last 2 years in office, certainly his last year in office, just quit sparring with the media. Just let it go. You've made your point. Fake news, we get it. We believe you. You won that war. What you just hinted at to me, if Trump really wanted to prove his patriotism and support of this country, he would have handled the last year or two of his presidency differently. He would have quit fighting with people in the media that he had already beaten up and won, and just governed and stuck to his point instead of giving them, as you said, new material. And so I saw it as unpatriotic, his inability to discipline his behavior.
And more so even than the media stuff was the petty celebrity beefs. If you're the president of the United States, leave the Twitter a-hole stuff to me, to you, to Clay, to everybody else. You're the president. I don't want to see you tweeting anything about LeBron James because you're offended you're the president of the United States of America. Shut up. I don't care what you think about LeBron James or Chrissy Teigen or John Legend. I don't want to hear anything about petty little beefs, those petty squabbles or that Twitter entertainment, that showmanship. Because for me, a lot of it is, I like a good online squabble because it's good showmanship. People watch it. As Dana White said, he knew that the UFC would be a success because if you're at a hockey game, a baseball game, or a football game, and a fight breaks out, everybody quits watching the game and they go watch the fight, right? Twitter fights I'm all in favor of. But if you're the president, act like it. That's your role. And I think in many ways, Trump was never truly seen as the president. Because if you go on his Twitter page, you're thinking, what are you complaining about today? Some celebrity said something mean to you. Mac Miller doesn't like you anymore. That Eminem is beefing with you now. That's your life now. Petty squabbles. You're the POTUS, man. Act like it. So if he would still go at the fake news media, I think that was still a good thing to do because the propaganda was unrelenting. But when he would personalize the beefs and make them very petty, so he would, for example, say such and such reporter, and you know how that's going to be framed. Trump's bullying women again. Trump's bullying people of color again. Just stay on message. And moreover, what he did is a common mistake that people make is focus on your message. I get attacked all the time. Larry Elder's getting attacked right now. The LA Times is trying to lynch Larry Elder right now. Larry Elder isn't playing defense. Oh, the LA Times reporter so-and-so is bullying me and I'm going to go cry myself to sleep. No, he's just saying, here's my message, man. I'm going to end mask mandates. I'm not going to make you choose between your livelihood and wearing a mask. I'm going to undo these. He's focusing on his message, right? That's what you do is negative attention that I receive. I love it because I don't respond to the negative attention. Oh, Mike Cernovich is X bad thing. And then I get into the frame of, oh, I'm not really the X bad thing. How terrible. I say, good. Now that I have your attention, let me actually talk about what I believe. Let me actually talk about what we can do to make the country better, move the country forward. That's what Larry Elder's doing. Ron DeSantis is doing it. Trump, he's still caught up in that celebrity Hollywood petty beef thing where he wanted to lower himself. Because to me, you got to look at it this way, right? You are the people you're beefing with. That's your level, right? Mayweather's not beefing with nobodies. Mayweather's not complaining about nobodies every day. Mayweather's saying, I want that big fight with this YouTube star to get 50 million. Conor McGregor's not beefing with nobody, right? Conor McGregor's saying, I want to beef with Mayweather. I want to beef with Pacquiao. I want those big marquee fights. I want the marquee events. Donald J. Trump would say, oh, I'm going to beef with this random nobody reporter who has 30,000 Twitter followers because he or she said something mean about me. Well, then that just lowered your status. That just said, you're not Mayweather. You're not Pacquiao. You're not Conor McGregor. You're just some random dude on Twitter. Don't act that way. Live the marquee lights, right? You got to play for the big fights. And Trump kept getting dragged down, and he was his own worst enemy.